he studies primates and studies the stress response and, talks very openly about this idea that our stress response is meant to be a place or a function for us to survive. So that if we're escaping a lion in the wild, we turn it on. Our heart rate goes up, our blood pressure goes up, our respiratory rate goes up. We turn off all the non-essential functions, our digestion, our reproduction, our growth, so we can live. The issue is that when you're in the wild and you're escaping an animal and then you escape, your stress response goes off. In our current day society, we turn on the stress response for all those things you just talked about. We get a bill in the mail that's difficult to handle. We hear something at school, our friend says something to us, we feel bullied. We, go to work and our boss is, tough on us. Every little insult during our day causes a stress reaction. And you can imagine how damaging this can be to our bodies on the inside. So the point is, even though we have this stress response, guess what? We are not victim to it. We can mount a resilient response. We can actually turn it off, dial it down, and counteract it, right? That's the purpose of the resilient response. But I think it's important to understand how negative and destructive stress can be.
Marula, how can a person tell the difference, just like normal everyday stress, modern life, and stress and pressure that is becoming a problem?
Yeah. Well, the stress is there all the time, every day. And so it's really, again, our reaction to it. So if you are able to, take on the stress and then within a few minutes, you feel the same way that you did, it's probably not an issue. But that's not how it works for most of us. And so for most of us, it is that stress response stays on. We sort of feel our muscles clenched. We're not breathing as much, our heart rate is a little bit faster. Our mind continues to cycle and think about it, so it's when that's happening over and over again throughout the course of the day that it becomes an issue. And I will say this, Mel, there is such a thing as a stress-induced heart attack from an acute stress. Women tend to be more prone to this than men. So even acute stress can cause problems. But yes, we think more about that chronic, low-grade, constant stress that's happening day after day, couple hours during the day, on and off, on and off. So I always tell people you need to find time to turn your stress response off. And whether that is a walk, music, meditation, exercise, breathing exercises, meeting a friend, like those moments where you're dialing it down from 10 to 0, that is going to help your body on the inside be able to move through the stress.